every industry, every job site, any challenge. Purple Wave's upcoming December 5th construction auction has the Caterpillar equipment to tackle it all. We make it easy to connect, inspect, and bid, ensuring you can find the right equipment that's ready to go to work for you. The equipment is ready to inspect at our partner Copart's yard in your area. Bidding ends December 5th at purplewave.com. The easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment. purplewave.com.
Got a hot and heavy holiday on your mind? Lovers has the perfect pleasure presents with early Black Friday deals that will get you off the naughty list this year. Save up to 60% on the sexiest holiday gifts. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Black Friday week is here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the home, like vacuums, bedding, and home decor. You'll have money left over for those sweet handbells you've had your eye on. Or those gingerbread scented candles that help with the illusion that you made the dessert yourself. Oh, what fun it is to save. Black Friday week is here with deals up to 35% off.
Places, please. The Daly Migs show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens. Other animals. And action.
This is the Daly Migs show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics. Happy Hump Day. Hope everyone is being safe out there on the roads because, my God, it is a war zone after the weather last night.
It's a
crazy.
war zone?
It is a war zone.
A war zone.
The north end is crazy.
We got the bomb cyclone and the war zone.
I had to take a different way to work than I normally do today because of a down tree.
So how much time does that add to your commute?
I mean, it was like 6 minutes. It wasn't It wasn't too crazy. I know.
Thoughts and prayers.
Barely made it. But I did get dressed in the dark. How did I do?
I mean, no different than when you have light.
However, I did go into the bathroom and realize that I had my underwear on kind of the wrong way.
Kind of.
I had the crotch was over here on the like upper hip.
How many holes do you have in your underwear?
It's a thong underwear.
So that seems like it would be even easier. Like thinner side in the back, right?
I didn't
Party in the back.
I didn't realize
in the
this
front
morning until I went to the bathroom and I was like, okay, now I have to undress my whole self and put my underwear on right.
Gosh, man. Well, I hope they get the power back on in your house soon because I don't know if you can handle another day like this.
I know. So everybody's dealing with power outages. We're going to talk about it a lot this morning. Let's inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daly Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the D&D is brought to you by Palace Law and Taryn's Thongs. Yeah. Available now at Taryn'sThongs.com. Yep, the big bomb cyclone, which I think is a rather aggressive name for anything. It's just like, okay, great. The bomb cyclone brought huge winds. I mean, knocking out the power in your area and a bunch of other areas as well. Not exactly sure how many people are without power. A couple of minutes ago, I looked on all the news sites. They're saying over 600,000 residents. Then I go to another site and it says 145,000 residents. Then I go to another local news site. It says 400,000. Let's just say a lot of people are without power right now. Of course, Puget Sound Energy is going to be working hard at trying to get that taken care of. But just be careful out there, like you mentioned. There has been some awful stuff going on with trees going down and just causing some serious damage. If you're anywhere near like the water, I mean, they're saying like that the surface has been ridiculous as well with winds going up to over 50 miles per hour. So it's bonkers out there, especially last night. And later on this morning, we'll be talking to King 5 meteorologist Leah Pizzuti, and she's going to get Pizzetti. Sorry, isn't Pizzuti's a food? I think so.
I was like, that sounds wrong.
It sounds like some Italian dish. Pathetti, sorry. She'll give us an update on what we can expect for the rest of the day and in the upcoming week.
You may have heard us talk about Fob Sushi and the internet talk about Fob Sushi. They just have already been popular, but then they gained a bunch more popularity after an influencer, a TikTok food critic, Keith Lee, went viral after reviewing this sushi place. And there was apparently what seemed to be like a worm, maybe.
Like a parasite or a worm. Something was wiggling.
And so because of this, the restaurant has decided to close down. They're going to, kind of recheck everything as far as their safety protocol and processes and things of that nature. But it's just kind of a bummer because you can see that the Keith Lee effect can go both ways. It can be very helpful. It can also be very harmful.
And it just sucks because he wasn't doing anything to try and bring them down. Like, he was just like, look at this delicious sushi as he was eating it, and he was raving about it. He didn't even notice it until a bunch of his users are like, hey, dude, something was wiggling. You should probably check up on yourself and make sure you're okay.
Well, food safety is a very important thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it sure is.
So should I take our lunch date that we were all going to Fob tomorrow off my calendar?
Unless maybe they'll open by then. I don't know.
If they open by tomorrow, I feel like there's never been a safer time to eat there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or any restaurant, whenever they have to deal with any kind of like the food stuff going on. Oh man, Post Malone's coming to town. I do love the name of his tour. This is crazy. He's doing T-Mobile Park. It's part of his big-ass stadium tour. It's going to be him along with Jelly Roll. So get your face tatted up and head on over to T-Mobile Park on June 26th of next year. This will be his first performance at the stadium, his first Seattle show since 2022. So that's been a while since we've seen Posty, as the kids like to call him.
Delta Airlines has partnered up with Shake Shack, and they're going to bring cheeseburgers to first-class passengers.
Excuse me?
On flights over 900 miles, starting with routes out of Boston, beginning December 1st. We're just a couple weeks away from this. This meal includes a burger, chips, and a salad, and they're planning to expand to other U.S. cities sometime in the new year. And I'm excited. I mean, I'd be down to have a Shake Shack burger in the sky.
I'm a little disappointed they don't have the French fries. I think you should bring in a hot fryer on a plane. There's nothing wrong if turbulence hits.
Could you imagine?
No, I actually couldn't.
Look, I'm an Alaska hoe.
You got to switch.
I'm just saying, Alaska, you need to, what are we doing? Like Ivor's chowder? Like something on theirs every time.
I got it. I got the slogan. Alaska gives you dicks. Right?
I would do that. Yeah.
Alaska's local.
Yeah.
Dicks is local.
Yeah.
Or Woody's. Because the burgers, that burger place has been in the airport, so they have like a relationship with CJ.
Yeah,
Woody's or Dick's.
Alaska gives you a little Woody.
Yes.
Yeah. All the time.
This is marketing just meant to happen. It's writing itself. That would be awesome if you could just go on a plane and get hooked up with a burger as opposed to like whatever it is that they give you. Yeah. And I mean that in a very endearing way, of course. Yeah. Hey, as far as weather, the Kraken play tonight. They're going to be taking on Nashville Predators at Climate Pledge Arena. As far as weather, we're hitting a high of 46. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be windy. That's the DMV, and that's what's up.
Well, the power went out at my house, and one member of this show nearly got hit by a tree. We're going to tell you what happened at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned, and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout experience as business powerhouses like Aloe, Allbirds, and Skims. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Big box stores are great if you want to stay the same. But be careful not to get boxed in. North Coast Electric Supply can help you get where you need to go. From great products to unique services and solutions. Click now and experience your upgrade.
The bomb cyclone that rolled through last night brought some very high winds to Western Washington. Hundreds of thousands of residents without power last night, me being one
I was
of them.
saying, including you.
Crews responded to so many incidents. They're very hard at work today trying to get things put back together, but there's fallen trees on buildings and power lines. If you do see downed power lines, you're advised to just stay the hell away, go around.
Right.
Don't try to drive. Don't try to drive over them.
That'd be a terrible idea.
Sarah, there was a tree that fell at your friend's place.
Yes, we were just enjoying a nice dinner, and all of a sudden this big crash comes by, and it's like it was right next to the sliding screen door, too. So it was
crazy.
like it landed on her deck.
Well, there was one person in particular that had waited all day for the power to go out. That was my son, Barrett.
Oh, so he was fired up about it.
The first thing out of his mouth when the power went out was, I've been waiting all night for this.
Tatum was worried because she thought it was a hurricane.
Oh.
I'm like, no, it's not a hurricane. I don't know. And I was like, is this a hurricane? So she was kind of like, we had to keep calming her down that it wasn't a hurricane.
Oh, no.
That it was a bomb cyclone. And she's like, oh, bomb cyclone, whatever.
That sounds boring.
Yeah.
Well, this was Barrett's thoughts on the power being out last night. Barrett, what the heck just happened?
The power went out.
It did?
Yeah.
And did you think it was going to go out?
Yeah.
Why did you think it was going to go out?
Because it was flicker, flicker, flicker.
Okay, for a second, I was like, I forgot to bleep that. It's like, what are you teaching your son? Flicker, flicker, flicker.
Yes.
Okay, making sure.
Flicker, flicker, flicker.
For how long was it flickering?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes? And
You're shaking
not
your
true.
head
It was like 4.5 hours.
Oh, my God.
I mean, concept of time.
10 minutes.
I mean, toddler time is a whole different thing. Tatum will mention going to somewhere last week, and it was like 2 years ago.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, it happened last week. Yeah, we were there last week.
And now what do we have to do?
Get flashlights and candles.
Yeah, where do we need to put all these candles?
Everywhere in the whole house.
Ooh. Are you going to help me?
Wait.
He's like, wait, I have to help? Hold on a second. Do you have flashlights?
We do.
Okay.
He has a little like Spidey one from his little Spidey book.
I feel like that's not going to help very much.
But yes, we have some flashlights.
We can cook stuff on the fire.
We can what?
We can cook stuff on the fire.
Wait, were you drinking the wine or was Robert?
We can cook stuff on the fire.
Awesome.
He was very excited about that.
That does sound like fun.
Cook stuff on the fire? What kinds of things can we cook on the fire?
I would love it if the answer was just like, well, we got the goats, Mom.
Oh, man. And he's got a cleaver in his hand. Finally. Goat meat tacos.
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese?
Okay, that's a little different than goats. But wait, you want to cook blue cheese?
That's what I thought he said.
No, grill.
Oh, grilled cheese.
Oh.
Yes. What else can
I heard blue cheese, too.
Right? I'm like, ew.
Like this melted blue cheese. That sounds delicious.
Yes. What else can we cook on the fire? All right.
Let's figure that out on the way down.
Okay. On our way downstairs, we'll figure it out.
I like that.
Yeah. But he helped me put candles all over the house. He was very excited.
But did you have a grilled cheese sandwich?
No. Well, we had already eaten dinner.
What
Danny and I
the
both
F?
talked about this, that we like speed cooked our dinner last night in preparation for a power outage.
That's funny. Same with Sid. She was like charging her phone. She never
Yeah.
does that. She doesn't ever care about that kind of thing. She had her phone on the charger. She's hurrying up. She's like, Tatum, we need to take a bath right away.
Yep.
I was like, well, the water's still going to stay warm. Even if the lights are out. Like, I mean, what are we freaking out about?
Speak for yourself, Steve. That's not how it works when you're a well person that lives in the boonies.
What do you mean?
Eventually, the water stops working.
Oh.
Like we will be.
But I'm saying that the water's already in the bathtub. It's already there.
That water.
Yeah,
yes.
like at that point, like what does it matter if it's dark or not? Like you're night swimming.
Well, now we are now on a limited amount of water. Like when it's out until the power comes back on.
Wow.
Oh.
So you know what?
Bring
we
some
do?
jugs to work and fill them up.
So we did it. We did a bunch of that yesterday, but then you also fill up your bathtub to be able to flush the toilet because we can't even flush our toilets.
Bring some jugs. Like some people take paper from to print stuff at home. Take some water.
Take some filtered water.
I've got my little half-gallon jug you can use.
Yeah. I'll put that to use.
They'll flush like one thing in the toilet.
It's unbelievable how much water you need to flush the toilet. Unbelievable.
So why do you live out there again? Right?
For peace and tranquility.
I mean, we got some flickers last night in West Seattle, and I freaked out when I realized that we have no candles.
You have no what about, well, you got flashlights on your phone at least.
That's it. And at that point, we hadn't charged our phone. To my girlfriend, I'm like, do we have candles? And she's like, no, but we can just go to the store. And I was like, but if the power goes out, the store is going to be out of power too. And she's like, oh, F.
Son of a bitch. Well, it's funny because the lights were flickering at our place, which was like, whatever. Like, okay, here we go. But a couple of times it flickered so much that it knocked the cable out for like a second. But the problem is the cable goes out for a second. It takes like 5 minutes to reboot. And we were trying to watch The Floor is Lava with Tatum. So it was just like, I don't know what to tell you, kid.
Did you have to play The Floor is Lava in real time then?
Oh, we play it while we watch it.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, we sit on the couch because the floor is lava, Taryn.
I've never seen this show.
It's on Netflix. You should check it out when your power comes back on.
Well, 206-803-ROCK. The power is out. What do you do? How do you handle a power outage currently or in the past? 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after Twisted Sister.
The Daily Migs Show.
The power is out for hundreds of thousands of people here in Western Washington. So we want to know, currently or in the past, when your power is out, what do you do? How do you handle a power outage? 206-803-ROCK. Joe Dredd is in Seattle this morning.
Joe.
Good morning, guys. You know what? I'm listening to the Odyssey app because my power is out.
Woo-hoo!
So wait, you live? Don't you live in like West Seattle area?
White Center.
White Center. Yes. And the power's out.
It was predicted to be on by 4 a.m., but now they're saying 8:15, and I'm actually getting ready to go to work in a dark house. So.
And what time did you lose it last night?
Oh, jeez. 9-ish, something like that. 9:30. Yeah. But anyway, the reason I'm calling, I'm going to share a story from the past there. There was a winter storm, and our power was out for a total of like 3.5 days, if you can imagine that.
Yes.
And especially being in the city. And, of course, it was in the middle of winter. It was very cold. And the only time we could actually get any kind of warmth, we would go to bed fully dressed. And then once the bed was warmed up, then we would take the clothes off. But one morning, we're
yeah, freezing. You did.
we're freezing. And I go, well, let's get in the car and drive. We were listening to BJ in the morning.
Yeah.
And we were driving around with the heat on, and I called up the show and told him that, we've been out of power for a few days and we're freezing. And he goes, well, there's no way if you guys could come by the station. I wouldn't suggest you guys come by the station and hang out with us to stay warm. And that was our hint. And sure enough, we came by. He let us come by and hang out and watch the show happen so we could stay warm. And we love DJ Shea for that and many other things.
That's awesome.
I love that, Joe.
A true testament to how good of a dude he is.
Right?
I bet you he snuggled Joe.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Big spoon for sure.
Exactly.
He didn't invite anyone else to do that.
No, of course not.
Joe.
All right, we got to chat with Scott in Florida. Scott, you are a hurricane expert.
Yeah, I've got this power outage and thing down year after year. It's getting like routine. So when I listen to you guys in the morning from here, and I heard this cyclone bomb, which I've never heard of before, but I was glad to hear that some other parts of the state can feel our pain. But, you know, the important, after you get done cleaning up the debris in the yard, fixing the fence in Lanai, you know, it's a matter of just keeping your phone charged at that point.
Yep.
You know, there's nothing else to do. So, you know, making sure you had plenty of gas in the car, go out there and keep it charged up. But after that, you know, our weather's obviously significantly different, but then it gets miserably hot in the house. So, I got this down pat at this point.
You're a pro.
Yeah, you are.
A lot of people are telling
year after year.
Taryn, a lot of people are texting and telling you need to get a generator for your house.
Well, we have a generator, but a lot of people are talking about getting the ones that's wired into your house, so you can just light everything up like Christmas and make your neighbors really jealous.
Oh, that's when I remember my parents, their power went out once, and this is another like nice little fun story about my dad who's no longer with us, but this is like him and his impulse purchases. He ended up dropping like like tens of thousands of dollars on like a really nice generator. And we're like, what are you doing? They're like, yeah, we're not gonna be able to get Christmas gifts for anybody now because of this for the next several years because they spend so much money. And we're like, that's fine. We don't care about that. But why? Like, well, our power went out once. And we're like, okay. So if my mom moves out of that house, she might have a hookup on a generator.
I'll drive it over here.
He's going to drive to New Jersey.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, last night I found the new favorite pastime, and that's the Ring Cam Neighbors feature on the app.
There's a Neighbors feature?
It's kind of like Nextdoor app. Like people just like, that's whenever the Seahawks win. People are like, I heard gunshots. I heard a bomb. And everyone's like, no, it was a Seahawks game, you dummy. Well, last night, some of the people were sharing some very interesting things about what they're trying to do to kill time while the power's out. And I thought this one was one of my favorites. Somebody posted, since our power is out, does anyone want to play iMessage games?
What is that?
I have no idea. But then all of these comments were people giving that person their cell phone number saying, yeah, I'm in. I got nothing else to do. So I think it's like some kind of a phone app game that people can play with each other.
You iPhone people are weird.
Well, that's what another person posted, what's up with the Transformers? And I'm like, oh, this is not going to go well. And of course, there were many comments saying that there's more than meets the eye. Oh. So I was finding great entertainment just reading the comments of people who are posting. Some other people are like, my lights are flickering. Anyone else dealing with that? And someone was like, yeah, check the news, you idiot. Yeah, everyone's power is flickering.
Thank you, Bomb Cyclone. Now, how would you like to beat Steve, Rockaholics? He has a record of 330 wins, 97 losses, and 56 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK is the number, and we will play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daly Migs Show.
Every industry, every job site, any challenge. Purple Wave's upcoming December 5th construction auction has the Caterpillar equipment to tackle it all. We make it easy to connect, inspect, and bid, ensuring you can find the right equipment that's ready to go to work for you. The equipment is ready to inspect at our partner Copart's yard in your area. Bidding ends December 5th at purplewave.com. The easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment. purplewave.com.
Got a hot and heavy holiday on your mind? Lover's has the perfect pleasure presents with early Black Friday deals that will get you off the naughty list this year. Save up to 60% on the sexiest holiday gifts. Lover's Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lover's is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Black Friday week is here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence. Ah, you won again. Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Black Friday week is here with deals up to 35% off.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know John from Seattle is. John, are you there?
I'm here and I'm ready.
That's what I like to hear.
John, is your power on?
My power is on, dude. We didn't lose it, man.
A little flickering or nothing?
A little flickering here and there, but nope, we were all good all the rest of the night. Kind of stoked.
You're lucky, John. You're lucky. Well, I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Says the woman, your power's still on, right?
No.
Oh.
Mercer Island is dark.
Oh,
It is out.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer, Puyallup man. Now get out of here. I know you still have yours. Danny's been... Yeah, it's out. Danny's been, gloating how West Seattle still's got their power, too.
Wait, I think Danny's power on his microphone stopped working, though. It is. Whoa.
Oh, good. About time. Shut him up.
All right, good night.
Goodbye. For those...
my microphone, Danny.
No, don't do it. Don't give it to him.
Hey, Sarah.
Oh, my gosh. Well, for those playing at home... John has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Hopefully my microphone stays on. Are you ready, John?
Let's do it.
During last Friday's fight, who beat Mike Tyson?
Jake Paul.
You know it. Andy Reid is the head coach for what NFL team?
Unfortunately, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. What Friends actor is getting slammed for wearing a bald cap alongside Dave Coulier?
Joey Fatone.
No.
Pass.
Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody is off what album?
The Night of the Opera.
Correct. In chess, which is the only piece that can hop or jump over another piece?
Is that a king?
No.
Rook.
No.
Pass.
What kind of juice is in a tequila sunrise?
Orange pineapple.
Orange, yes. Which U.S. state first adopted Thanksgiving as an annual holiday?
Connecticut.
No.
Massachusetts.
No.
Virginia.
No. Finish the Sour Patch Kids slogan. Sour, sweet, what?
Pass.
Where do the Mamma Mia movies take place?
Italy. Sicily.
No.
Europe.
No. John, you got 4 correct.
Oh, man.
You know, I really thought for a while you were on a roll there.
Oh, man. I start off good, but then end bad.
You know what? We are all very distracted here because...
Time out. Our production director's here.
Uh-oh.
Are we off the air?
No, we got my instructions to fix really fast.
I can hear you guys.
Damn. All right, try now.
And I'm proud to be an American.
John, can you hear me now?
Yep, totally.
Phew.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Can you hear Taryn?
No.
Sweet voices.
You know what? 2 out of 4 is fine. We can do the show. You know what? Taryn and I will share a mic. Danny and Sarah will share a mic. We will rebuild. It's 2024.
I'm fine with Danny just not speaking. But, Steve, are you
Yes.
ready?
Everything's falling apart
I
over here.
know.
I've never been on a show where
The bomb cyclone.
where a timeout was called.
I know. I kind of liked it.
Our production director walks. Yeah, John. Our production director walks in, and he starts doing the timeout sign. I'm like, what?
What are we timing out right now? We're not in football. What are we doing?
What is going on? I've never had anyone call timeout on us.
Now you guys just put me in a weird corner. I can barely see Steve.
Yeah. He did the timeout, and then he didn't even fix Taryn's microphone. Okay, Steve. During last Friday's fight, who beat Mike Tyson?
Jake Paul.
You know it. Andy Reid is the head coach for what NFL team?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. What Friends actor is getting slammed for wearing a bald cap alongside Dave Coulier?
Well, he's not a Friends actor, John Stamos.
Oh, yeah, he's not, is he? Oops.
Wow.
Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody is off what album?
Oh, my God.
Night at the Opera? Night at the Opera?
Yes. In chess, which is the only piece that can hop or jump over another piece?
John Stamos. Bishop?
No.
A rook?
No.
A queen?
No. What kind of juice is in a tequila sunrise?
I'm going to go orange juice.
Yeah. Which U.S. state first adopted Thanksgiving as an annual holiday?
Washington.
No.
New York.
Wow, yes. Finish the Sour Patch Kids slogan. Sour, sweet, what?
Effing amazing.
No.
Sour, sweet, a tasty treat.
No, but I like that.
Sour, sweet, don't wash your feet.
Ew, no.
Pass.
Where do the Mamma Mia movies take place?
Oh, what the hell is ABBA? They are Sweden?
No.
Finland?
No.
Canada.
No. Steve? Oh, thank goodness you got 6 correct, which is 2 more because I totally messed that question up. So you won 6-4. Sorry, John.
No worries. Good luck, you guys, with the power.
Hey, apparently we need it more than we thought.
We sure do. You know, I kept thinking John Stamos, and I kept thinking of a sitcom I always watch, but he's Full House.
He's Full House,
Not
yeah.
Friends. Yes. That's why I was like, wait, he wasn't? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off because I was like, I saw the pictures of him with the bald cap on, which is a trip.
It was a trip.
Yeah.
I thought they looked so cute together, though. In chess, what is the only piece that can hop or jump over another?
The horse or the knight?
Yes,
Yeah.
the knight.
I'm going to just keep looking at Danny, hoping that he'll answer, but because I know his microphone doesn't work.
Blah, blah, blah. I can yell.
How does that just stop working?
The Mamma Mia movies take place in Greece.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't anywhere close.
And, okay, I'll ask Taryn since Danny's mic doesn't work. The Sour Patch Kids slogan, sour, sweet,
Repeat?
Gone.
gone.
I thought repeat would be cute. That's how I eat them.
Sour, sweet, gone. That's the catchphrase?
Yeah. Yes.
That sucks.
Because they're sour, then they're sweet, and then they're gone.
No, thank you for spelling it out for me. I was very confused what that meant. Now I like it. You're right. Now it's awesome. It's like the best. I mean, you know what? They should give like $100,000 raise to the marketing guy who came up with it. Yeah, stupid me went over my head, but I caught it just in time. Thanks to you.
You're welcome,
You're
Steve.
the best.
I'm here for you.
I love you.
Well, congrats on beating John. Love you too.
Live Night is coming back on December 13th at Showbox Soda, where everything is live and anything can go wrong, much like today.
I mean, everybody might have to change the theme from Nightmare Before Christmas to Bomb Cyclone.
Just nightmare in general.
Yes.
We will be there. Ryan Castle's going to be there. The men's room is going to be there. And also the KISW New Originals throwing down the jams all night long. You can get your tickets now by heading over to KISW.com. We already know that AI is taking over. We're losing to the robots.
Yes.
But now, thanks to artificial intelligence, your kids can talk to Santa. He has gone too far with us, I think, and you're going to find out all about it after Beastie Boys.
The Daily Migs Show.
This holiday season, thanks to artificial intelligence, kids can now receive a personalized call from Santa Claus.
Oh, great. Robot Santa is going to give my kid promises that I can't fulfill.
Here is the news report detailing exactly how this works.
Children can now receive a call from Santa powered by artificial intelligence. SantaPhoneCalls.com is offering the customizable chats with Santa for $9.95. Kids receive a one-time call from Santa, and for $14.95, kids can actually chat with him for 5 minutes and receive a record.
What about for $50.95? It's Santa After Dark.
I was hoping that might be an offer.
This is like a 1-900 number for kids to spend their parents' money.
Chat with them for 5 minutes and receive a recording of the conversation for $19.95.
That's not that bad of a deal after all. You can play it back and listen to it whenever you want.
That's kind of cool.
For $19.95, the whole family gets a one-time personalized call from the North Pole. What if you just send that call to voicemail, though? Is that like $10?
Yeah.
Set on fire, basically. After deciding which package to purchase, parents, you fill in the details that personalizes the message that comes from this AI Santa.
There you go. You going to do it for Barrett?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We love to go visit Santa, so I think if we could also get the phone call on top of that, that'd be rad.
I think just visiting is enough, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you got to check in on how your list is. You know, he's checking it twice.
Fair.
Finding out who's naughty and nice. Like, are we still on our best behavior?
Well, I decided to go to SantaPhoneCalls.com and spend a little money on the four of us.
Oh, no.
And I had AI Santa, Robot Santa. I said, hey, this is what we're all about. Do you think we deserve Christmas gifts? And Santa left us all voice messages. I think he did it through the Odyssey app.
No.
So you can leave now voice messages there.
Oh, no.
Are you ready for Sarah's?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Ho, 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 Sarah. Hell, you put the ho in ho, ho, ho. You know what I mean? Sarah with no H? Your ratchet ass is getting nothing. Honestly, just be happy George is around to buy you stuff and Daddy is around to give you a roof over your head.
Jeez, Sarah.
Santa is a savage.
Savage Santa over here.
I always knew I didn't really like him. I'm leaving him no cookies.
All right, he left a message for me as well.
Migs, you bald weirdo. I'd say sit on my lap, but I'm worried you'll put on some spandex, oil up, and try to put me in a camel clutch or some other stupid-ass wrestling move. Santa is real. Wrestling is fake. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold Santa said so.
I don't know. This Santa seems like a real jerk.
I love this Santa.
Danny, you seem to enjoy it, but let's see what Danny's Santa Claus.
Oh, I just liked Sarah's because it basically roasted Sarah's, but now I'm kind of worried.
Danny V, hey Braceface. Oh wait, they're gone? Come on, emo boy, quit frowning and let me see that pretty smile. And what the f*** is on your feet? Mismatched shoes? Fine, I'll get you a pair that actually matches and the Mariah Carey Christmas record so that you can stop listening to that sad emo bullshit like My Chemical Romance. Oh, do you have a hookup for a pair of ticks to their T-Mobile Park show? Mrs. Claus loves that I'm Not Okay song.
It's rare that Santa's asking for gifts.
You know, I kind of like mine wasn't that bad. I like my mismatched shoes. Thanks, Santa.
Hey, you're getting new shoes. This is awesome.
You're getting shoes and the Mariah Carey record. We're getting nothing.
Cole.
Rude.
Cole for Sarah.
All right, we'll save the best for last, I guess. Let's see what Taryn Daly's getting from Santa Claus, the robot version.
Taryn Daly, Seems like you've been a good girl. You help raise money for great causes and deal with those 3 other numbskulls at the station. For Christmas, I got you hooked up. No, not like your drug dealer back in the Washington State days. Go Cougs. But I got stuff for you. Brand new walking shoes for when you get drunk and want to walk home from Seattle to Arlington. Also, a mouth guard so that you stop nibbling on knuckles. Oh, look, there's mistletoe hanging from my belt. I got something for you to nibble on. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Oh, Santa. Okay,
Holy
Santa.
cow.
Santa, you've gone too far.
That was Santa After Dark.
That is horny Santa. So it's SantaPhoneCalls.com.
Oh, man.
Worth the $9.99, I tell you.
Personalized. I love that. Well, thousands of people, including myself, all across Western Washington are still without power as this bomb cyclone brought some strong winds to many regions. Utility workers have restored power to a lot of homes, but the outages remain. So, 206-803-ROCK. Are you a utility worker? Maybe with Puget Sound Energy or PUD? If so, call us now. Or if you were once a utility worker. We want to hear what days like today are like for you. 206-803-ROCK. We'll chat with you at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned, and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout experience as business powerhouses like Aloe, Allbirds, and Skims. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Thousands of people all across Western Washington are still without power, and regional utility workers have been working hard to restore power to many homes, but these outages are going to be a little longer, I believe. And
I just saw on Como 4 News, they said it's about 500,000 right now. I'm sure in like 2 minutes it's going to change to either like 100,000 or something along those lines because it just keeps fluctuating.
So big shout out to these utility workers. 206-803-ROCK. Are you a utility worker for PSE or PUD? If so, give us a call now. We would love to hear what days like today are like for you. We've got Matthew from Duval who used to be a lineman. Matt, tell us about how wild this was when you were a lineman.
It gets pretty crazy. The craziest part's in the middle of the night in the dark when you get called out at 1 o'clock.
Oh, I can only imagine. That's got to be eerie.
And it's blowing and it's raining and it's dark. I mean, it's just so dark. And a lot of times the lines are on the road, so you can see the sparkling on the road and stuff like that. And then the next morning, the after morning, you always feel a little better because at least it's daylight and you can get an assessment of things and you can kind of prioritize. But regardless of all that, the biggest thing is, anytime you get storm work, linemen see dollar signs because it's double time.
Make that money.
You know what? If there's a silver lining, at least there's that for you guys because you're stuck out in crappy conditions dealing with this. Probably not dealing with very friendly residents in the neighborhood watching you do that because I bet they want their power fixed ASAP.
Yeah, usually they stay away, though, because you got down lines. And actually, most people, the common sense comes through. I mean, you mix electricity and bad weather, and people tend to stay away.
Well, here's the thing. The Kraken's playing tonight. I need to be able to watch the game. So what can we do, Matthew?
That's true. Yeah, right. Get on a different grid.
Matt, I got a question for you. So last night I was looking outside and I saw the sky lighting up like green and blue. Was that like Transformers blowing, or what is that? What was that like green lightning that I was seeing in the sky?
Yep. transformers, you can get white ball, green ball, different balls of fire from them when they blow up, depending on the size of the transformer and how they get crossed over, and if it's a limb smashing it or an animal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
So can maybe paint a picture for us. Let's just say you were still in lineman. This happens last night, yesterday. All this is going on. Is there like a bat signal? Like, do you have all of a sudden like your phone has or a beeper? I have no idea how that.
A beeper?
Who are you, Steve? Dude, like 2 years ago, our station still had a beeper to tell if the station goes off the air. Is there like some kind of signal that gets sent to all the linemen to be like, hey, get ready, we're gonna need you?
No, Steve. You're on a list, and they'll start calling from the list to the top down on a regular phone. Nowadays, probably a cell phone.
What fun is that?
They'll just go down the list, and if you're available, you go out, and if you're not, they'll call the next guy up.
So do you turn your phone off in situations like that?
Yeah, a lot of guys do. You bet, especially the senior guys. They're like, no, I'm not going out on this. I've been there, done that.
They're like, I'm too old for this. I'm tired. I want to watch TV.
Pretty much.
Matthew, another question for you. So I know sometimes when power outages are real significant, they'll call in reinforcements from, Eastern Washington and things of that nature. How bad does it have to be for that to take place?
That's when you've got multiple down lines and poles and stuff. Blowing transformer can get replaced pretty quick and whatnot and stuff like that. But when you got multiple lines down and poles, and then, if you're talking also, if you have to, it's not just getting the lines back up. A lot of times it's cleaning up the tree mess itself. You got to get rid of the tree first sometimes before you can even start on the construction part.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, thank you, Matthew.
Your hurricanes are generally when they call in other companies from the state. Your big, massive statewide stuff.
Oh, your phone's getting a little weird on us right now there, Matthew. But thanks so much for the call, my man. And maybe instead of having a cell phone, there's a bat phone for the lineman. Lineman! Or a beeper, right, Steve? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, they just texted me boob. That means power's out. It's time for the lineman to get out there and save the day. Somebody in text and says, my brother's a lineman. He has several stories of working 40-plus continuous shifts in the worst weather imaginable. He has stories of taking lunch breaks after a long shift and people criticizing him for sitting down because their house still doesn't have power and they can't watch their favorite game shows, Sarah.
I get it.
When we were out for 4 days, there were crews that had been on shift for 24 hours. Like, these guys deserve a lunch break.
So he said occasionally somebody would buy him dinner or coffee, which was a really nice gesture. These guys have tough schedules, work incredibly hard under poor conditions, and don't get paid enough. If you see a utility worker, give them a thumbs up and tell them, thank you, lineman. Lineman. I think that'd be awesome.
I thought we were still going. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
A good friend of the show and a rockaholic just told us about how the storm has impacted his neighborhood, and it is completely wacky. We're going to talk to him after Green Day.
The Daily Migs Show.
That bomb cyclone sure wreaked some havoc on Western Washington last night. Hundreds of thousands of residents still without power. Massive damage up and down the greater Puget Sound region. And Steve McCarron from Como 4 News was reporting on this earlier this morning.
And they're still holding with a lot of people without power this morning. As Holly mentioned, easily well over 500,000 people without power.
What is it now? Is it 100,000? Is it 500,000? When can we please figure? We are 1 billion people in Washington that are without power right now.
Just based on the...
Also, when are they going to report on 2 of our microphones not working?
Yeah, right? That's the real disaster.
Check. See, Danny's mic still doesn't work. Taryn's got to use a different microphone. You guys don't understand the hell that we're going through right now. Come on, Steve McCarron, report on that.
Just based on the major utility companies in the Puget Sound region. So let's show you the latest numbers here as they stand right now. 417,000 Puget Sound energy customers in the dark this morning. And the utility says the biggest impact for them is King County. So parts of Kent and Renton, Federal Way, those areas, and also east as well.
Yeah, what is it, Mercer Island? You guys are toast?
Yes.
And I heard Issaquah's got it pretty bad as well.
Oh, yeah, Bellevue too, Kirkland, all the east side.
Snohomish PUD has more than 86,000 customers without power. Another 86,000 for Seattle City Lights, and about 200 customers are in the dark for Tacoma Public Utilities. We're not seeing a huge impact in the South Sound in terms of power outages. Again, they're mostly, a lot of them are in King County and northward. So as you head to work or school this morning, you will no doubt see scenes like this: fallen trees, branches, power lines covering roads.
Yeah, you said that your friend's parents, like their house is just wrecked right now.
A tree came through. I mean, it looked like it was just like all the insulation had fallen down into the house. Barrett School's canceled today. I mean, it's wild.
I got at least 15, maybe 16 leaves in my backyard that I got to pick up today.
That is tough.
Don't worry, we'll get through this. Danny's, everything's fine, actually, in West Seattle.
Yeah. But speaking of the damage side of it all, a buddy of ours, a listener of the show, Johnny Brown, messaged us with some damage going on in his neighborhood of Edmonds. Johnny, are you with us?
How are you doing?
Good morning, Johnny Brown.
Good morning, guys.
So what's going on over in Edmonds?
Oh, boy, it was a wild ride. I went to a basketball meeting last night just before 6 o'clock, and by the time I got out, all hell had broken loose. Trees were down. Whidbey Island was completely blacked out. The north side of Gamble Bay, Port Gamble, was blacked out. And we're going around making sure that trees are down in our neighborhood, not far from where you used to live, Steve. And it's chaotic.
Man, first of all, you're a good dude, man. The fact that you're just going around checking up on your neighbors, making sure everybody's okay. And I did see that, like, you sent us a picture of your neighbor's house is just wrecked.
No, it looked like cut them in half. It was a trip. It's like, oh, my God, we know these people. So we went and checked on them and made sure they're okay. We're going to bring them a couple gallons of water, and they're kicking up their generator, and we have water for them and all that good stuff. I guess their water line got pierced by a branch, and there's a little bit of flooding going on. Oh, no. So it's not just the electricity. It hit. It's wreaking havoc for a lot of people.
A lot of times, like when we hear about these storms, because it's so weird with Washington weather, sometimes I'll be like, brace yourself. This is going to be the worst thing ever. And then everyone the next day is joking about it. At what point last night did you realize, oh, crap, this is actually going to be as bad as they've been kind of hyping it up to be?
As I was driving home, I got home at 7, so 6:50, I was going down Olympic View Drive, and I heard branches snapping. I sped up, and behind me a transformer blew, and it got just extremely wicked. The trees were whipping, and I had to get out of where I was at so I wouldn't get hit by a tree or a fallen branch. And that's when I knew that our community was being ravaged by the wind.
Damn, dude. Well, I hope you're going to be all right. I hope all of your neighbors are going to get through this. I mean, obviously, hopefully it's just structural damage and everybody's going to be safe.
Yeah. They've got plumbers there. They shut down the water on their side of the street. We have no power still, but there's a lot of people without. What was the trip driving home was all of Whidbey Island literally was black.
Oh, that is trippy.
That's eerie.
Yeah.
I stopped right by Haynes Landing down by Puget Sound where we live, and it was just, I was mesmerized going, oh, my God, I've only seen this once before since I've moved here 34 years ago. Whew, that was eerie.
Well, Johnny Brown, you are a VIP neighbor. Thanks for looking out for everyone around you.
My pleasure. And, well, we still have several friends to go check up on. So thanks for keeping everybody updated on power and all that good stuff. And stay beautiful, and you guys rock. Love you guys.
Take care, Johnny. We love you.
Be safe out there. Now, hopefully before the power went out at 5:40 yesterday, you were listening to the men's room because, Sarah, you gave out a cheat sheet.
I did.
You did. 3 of the correct answers for Beat Migs coming up at 7:50. And Steve has a current record of 331 wins, 97 losses, and 56 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daly Migs Show.
Every industry, every job site, any challenge. Purple Wave's upcoming December 5th construction auction has the Caterpillar equipment to tackle it all. We make it easy to connect, inspect, and bid, ensuring you can find the right equipment that's ready to go to work for you. The equipment is ready to inspect at our partner Copart's yard in your area. Bidding ends December 5th at purplewave.com. The easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment. purplewave.com.
Looking to turn up the heat in your relationship this holiday? Lovers has the perfect pleasure presents with early Black Friday deals that are as nice or as naughty as you are. Save up to 60% on the sexiest holiday gifts. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Black Friday week is here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara resilient enough for watching the holiday classics. I love this part. Oh, what fun it is to save. Black Friday week is here with deals up to 35% off.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Ken from North Carolina is. Ken, are you there?
I'm in North Carolina, but I'm from South Hill. Rumble on the Hill.
Okay,
All right,
yeah.
let's go, Puyallup, baby.
Ken, by chance, were you listening to the Odyssey app yesterday around 5:40, hearing the cheat sheet?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
I'm going to stick around. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, for those playing at home, Ken has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Finish this famous slogan. It's not delivery, it's what?
Caesar knows.
Yes. What cruise line is doing a Hallmark Channel Christmas cruise?
I don't know. Carnival.
No.
Princess.
No.
All in America.
No. What singer is often referred to as goddess of pop?
Aretha Franklin.
No.
I don't know. Madonna.
No.
Lady Gaga.
No. Mac Jones is currently playing for what NFL team?
Isn't he Chicago Bears?
No.
I don't know. 49ers.
No.
LA Chargers.
No. What November date does Thanksgiving land on this year?
The 28th.
Correct. Same name as a type of bird. What's the name of Captain America's cat?
I don't know. Pass.
Which continent has the most countries?
Continent has the most countries would be Europe.
No.
Africa.
Correct. Ken, you really could have used that cheat sheet. You got 3 correct.
Rats.
You know, I know Steve wasn't listening to the cheat sheet either. So that's a plus.
That is a plus.
Yeah.
We'll take it wherever we can get it.
And I was like, Ken has confidence. When I, talked to him earlier, he was like, I can for sure beat Migs. So
I thought the same thing once. Oh, actually twice.
Actually twice? Yeah, you did.
How'd that go for you?
Still a loser.
Yeah.
Steve, are you ready? Yes! Finish his famous slogan. It's not delivery. It's what?
It's Amazon.
No.
It's not delivery. It's Brown.
No.
I don't know. It's FedEx.
Wow. What cruise line is doing the Hallmark Channel Christmas cruise?
It's DiGiorno.
Yes!
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
What? Excuse me?
What cruise line is doing the Hallmark Channel Christmas cruise?
Alaska?
No.
Kiss?
No.
Pass.
What singer is often
Carnival.
referred to as goddess of pop? It's not Carnival, but at least you know cruise line.
Which singer's goddess of pop? Taylor Swift?
No.
Beyonce?
No.
Mariah Carey?
No. Mac Jones is currently playing for what NFL team?
New England Patriots.
No.
Oh.
That was last year.
Crap. Who the hell is he playing with now? I have no idea. Pass.
What November date does Thanksgiving land on this year?
The 28th.
Correct. Same name as a type of bird. What's the name of Captain America's cat?
Cockatoo?
No. Wow.
My power went out inside my ears.
Clearly.
Hey, Sarah. Hey,
Yes.
Sarah, how do you like Ken now? Ken's a winner. Ken's a winner.
Yes, Sarah. Yes, Sarah.
Yes, Sarah.
Did I
Ken's a
ever
winner.
say I didn't like Ken?
Bow down and
Yeah, you're
recognize.
like, oh, he had all the confidence, and you only got 3, poor Ken. No, Ken's a winner.
Say it. Say it,
Okay,
Sarah.
Ken, how many did you get right since you're apparently so smart? Or how many
3.
and how many did Steve get right?
2.
So what does that happen? What happens there?
I guess Ken's the man.
Yeah.
You're a loser.
Oh, don't say that part, but Ken's a winner.
Ken, you're amazing. You are brilliant. I'm
Ken.
so sorry I ever doubted you.
Thank you.
Those questions were hard.
Yeah, they were. They were Sarah questions. What do you expect? Complain of Pop. Who cares?
I agree.
Well, maybe if you listened on the men's room, you would have known that answer.
I bet the men's room don't even care.
A Disney cruise. Thanks. Yeah. No, thank you.
Well, okay, Ken and I are in a fight now, okay? I don't like you, Ken, anymore.
This game used to be a lot easier when guys were coming up with the questions.
Yeah.
Well, maybe guys need to get a little bit smarter so they can reach my intelligence for me who's making the questions, okay? Female power, biatch.
Ever since 2024, now all of a sudden we got to let women write questions. It's all gone downhill.
Also, I will say I take that as a compliment that my questions are quote unquote too hard.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, it says a lot about
You're an excellent quizmaster,
my
Sarah.
brain. Anyway, so 3 answers that
I
maybe.
bet George writes most of the good questions anyway.
Wow.
Like a good
Shade.
husband does.
No, but he does correct them when my answers are wrong. The cruise line doing the Hallmark Channel Christmas cruise that I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to see Ken on because he sounds like a jolly man is Norwegian Cruise Line. It sold out in like less than a few hours when they put that out.
I didn't even know that was happening.
The singer that's often referred to as the goddess of pop.
Is it Cher?
It sure is.
Oh.
And Mac Jones is currently playing for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he starting?
He is playing now because their starting quarterback, I don't know, is probably injured or something.
Okay.
I did find it funny that Ken was like, the girl question. See, it's a Disney cruise. No one cares about it, which was not a Disney cruise either.
It
was
wasn't.
Norwegian.
And there's an NFL question, buddy. It's same name as a type of bird. What is Captain America's cat named?
Only a woman would know that one.
I know. Only women like superheroes and
No, cats.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But you can't name a type of bird?
Eagle, sparrow.
Goose.
Ah.
And then one you didn't get to.
What was it, Captain Marvel or Captain America?
Captain America. Did I say Captain Marvel?
No, someone said Goose is Captain Marvel's cat, not Captain America.
What?
I didn't know that Captain America even had a cat.
Did you know Captain Marvel had a cat?
No.
Exactly. Shut up.
But she's a female superhero. I don't care. You know?
What continent has the most countries, Steve?
Africa.
You know, if you just had rushed your questions, you could have tied Ken and we could have avoided all this. But I guess congrats to him for beating you.
As evidenced by the bomb cyclone yesterday, the bad weather is here, Rockaholics, which means that it is time for us to band together and bring as many coats to local kids in need as possible. It's Coats for Kids time, and there's an estimated 300,000 children living in poverty in our state, which means we want to make a little bit of a difference, right, Steve Migs?
Oh, and the Rockhogs have already been stepping up. Obviously, we have a long ways to go, but they've been donating, and thanks to all the Rockhogs, they've done $20, $50, $100, hell, even $5. Any amount does help. Our goal is what? $50,000, and I believe we could do it. We've done it before, and we could do it again.
Let's go. You can head to KISW.com to make your donation today. Is Al Green going to be the next Johnny Cash? How so?
In what way?
You're going to find out after Nirvana.
The Daily Migs Show.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet and the not-so-secret secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout experience as business powerhouses like Aloe, Allbirds, and Skims. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
Thousands of people across Western Washington are still without power as that bomb cyclone brought some major winds through our region. The utility workers, big shout out to all of them throughout the region. They're working hard to restore all the home's power, but a lot of these outages remain. So, of course, as you can imagine, Steve Migs, many people in the PNW are not too pleased.
Shocking.
So we're going to go straight to the comments.
Found a few of the posts on all the local news, King 5, Como, Q13, Cairo. We found some of the posts about that. Sent those to our production director, Jason, and said, hey, find some of your favorite comments about these posts about the bomb cyclone and reenact them however you'd like. Are you ready for the first comment about a local PNW resident not happy about what's going on?
Oh, let's go.
All right.
It's crazy out there. My garden gnome got knocked over. We will rebuild.
Not the garden gnome.
Not the garden gnome. I hope he can get it back up. Hopefully it wasn't a ceramic one, didn't get cracked.
Oh, that would be devastating.
Should have somebody who has a tree through the garage and wants to punch that person.
Right.
This sucks. Our power has been out, and I had to talk to my husband all night. Please hurry and get it restored. LOL.
Yeah, we don't want you getting divorced.
Very relatable.
That sucks. People had to actually have conversations with their loved ones because they weren't able to watch television last night.
I mean, and what if they didn't remember to charge their phones and their phones died? Then what would they do?
No. I mean, you might as well just shut it down and take a nap.
I hear this is gonna be days. It better be back by tomorrow so I don't miss Matlock.
Yeah. Thursday nights on CBS. I don't know.
Sure.
Has anyone watched the new Matlock? I know it's a little off topic no, because they mentioned Matlock. Apparently it's really good.
Oh, okay.
I might have to give it a try.
I'll put it on the list.
I don't know, which is it Kathy Bates' Matlock or something like that?
Yep, Kathy Bates.
I mean, none of this makes me want to watch it, but I know some people that are like not 70, like people in their 30s, they're like, dude, the show's actually pretty freaking awesome.
Nice.
I had no idea what it was until right this second.
It's a reboot of an old man that was a guy, I think it was an old dude named Matlock. I don't know what he did.
I thought this texter was talking about a football player with the last name Matlock. That makes sense. Thursday Night Football.
Dear friend, yes, I work for PSE, but leave me the alone, please. I can't simply swing by and fix your power for you.
Oh, it doesn't work that way.
I can't send you my address.
Just swing by and turn a knob. Make it work, plees. How long do you think your power is going to be out?
I mean, they're already saying, expect the outage to last multiple days. And I don't know if that's for just, Snohomish County or beyond, but what I'm seeing on the PUD website is expect multiple days of outage.
And thankfully for you, you can still heat your house with wood.
Yes, and we do have a generator that we can, plug in the fridge and keep that going.
That's good.
I think we're even going to try to plug in the internet.
Oh.
We might have our Starlink, guys. It's going to be crazy.
One more comment about the power outages.
This blows. Get it? Blows?
Kind of agree with you, Jason.
I will say, though, last night when we found out that it was going to go out, and Barrett was all excited and waiting, and then the power did go out. And I told him, those PUD those linemen, they're already out there working. And Barrett ran to the window as if he was going to see them in the dark at our house. I'm like,
that's adorable,
buddy. They got crews all over the place, but I did love that he went straight to the window to see if they were here yet.
So does he now want to be a lineman as opposed to an excavator?
Oh, I think he would love that line of work. Honestly, I think he would. Did you guys get your lawsuit filed against Netflix yet?
What are we suing about?
Oh, apparently...
The Floor is Lava, not enough seasons because my daughter's already watched them all in the last few days.
About the Tyson fight on Friday night.
Because Tyson lost?
Oh, yeah. We're going to tell you what's trending after Lincoln Park.
The Daily Migs Show.
With everyone's social media feeds currently filled with bomb cyclone updates, it can be very hard to find out what is going on in the world of pop culture.
Yeah, what else is happening?
Right? So we're here to help you out and tell you what's trending.
On the Daily Migs Show. Let's go. Let's go.
A man from Florida by the name of Ronald Blue Denton has filed a class action lawsuit against Netflix because of those buffering issues that many people were experiencing during the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. And they're calling it this Netflix failure legendary.
Okay, but why is it? I guess maybe he wants money because he subscribes every month and he expects better service, I guess.
He's saying that it's breach of contract and several other offenses and wants to, receive some unspecified damages for that.
Do we believe he actually read the contract? I've never read a single contract that I've ever agreed to when it comes to these streaming sites. I don't know, does anybody?
Scroll to the bottom and accept.
Yeah, it's I sometimes get annoyed that I can't even just hit accept unless you scroll and it shows that you scrolled. It's fine.
I mean, the fact that 108 million people were able to watch means that it probably isn't as bad as Mr. Blue Denton says it is.
Crazy thing is, Danny went and watched it at a bar in Tacoma because it was the same night as SOS Pro Wrestling, and he's like, okay, I'm going to pop out and go watch the Tyson fight. You said there was no streaming issues.
Zero. I mean, right before it started, they had to reset it, but then during the whole fight, there was nothing, which was funny because everyone was like, oh, the minute Mike Tyson was about to punch, it would start buffering. And I was like, not for us.
Everything was good.
Maybe I just drank too much beer and it wasn't actually.
Well, now we have proof you can't join in on the class action lawsuit because now we have audio proof that you were able to enjoy the fight and then no buffering on your end.
That's fine.
They got to get this figured out, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because they got the NFL. Well, Christmas Day, there's going to be a couple of games happening.
Yeah, I think it's the Kansas City Chiefs, Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, and Houston Texans all playing.
And I mean, maybe there's not going to be as many people tuning in to watch that, but I know they've had issues before when they've done one of those live episodes of Too Hot to Handle, whatever, one of those shows. I can't remember which one, but they did a live one, and I guess there were some buffering issues with that. And then there's buffering issues with the Tyson thing. I'm saying all this because they got to get it all figured out by January because that's when WWE's Monday Night Raw starts happening. And we need that fixed. Otherwise, I'm going to start suing bitches.
Come on, Netflix.
This is one of the... you can't do anything in life without people criticizing you. We talked about it earlier during Beat Migs. You mentioned Dave Coulier. He's battling cancer. And his good buddy, his former acting, co-star in Full House, John Stamos, decided to put on a fake bald cap to make it look like he was bald. He didn't shave his head or anything along those lines. And then they took a bunch of pictures, as a way of showing solidarity for him because he's battling non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, the diagnosis that he received. People are mad.
Oh.
You know why? Because he didn't really shave his head.
Oh.
They thought it was I don't know why people are that's if you're going to show support, you better shave your head. And it's who cares?
I think he was just going for dark humor, and sometimes people really enjoy dark humor when they're going through things like that. Yeah, And
even Dave wrote on Instagram, he said, Dave was battling cancer. He said, I'm sorry to see a bunch of negative comments as I've just begun my cancer journey. Our friendship, me and John, and this is how we handle a very tough time. I'm a comedian. Humor is what drives me. John knows how to cheer me up. I laughed out loud when he showed up wearing a bald cap, being a true loving friend and brother. I'm very upset with him, though. He didn't end that statement with, cut it out.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Full House?
Yeah. So great.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Sorry.
Rockaholics, we need someone to take down Steve Migs. He has a record of 331 wins, 98 losses, and 56 ties in 2024. And just so you know, he lost with a score of 2 earlier. So, I mean...
Oh, way to bring it up,
coming off of that, you have a lot of good things coming, I think, Steve. It's going to be great. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Got a hot and heavy holiday on your mind? Lovers has the perfect pleasure presents with early Black Friday deals that will get you off the naughty list this year. Save up to 60% on the sexiest holiday gifts. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Every industry, every job site, any challenge. Purple Wave's upcoming December 5th construction auction has the Caterpillar equipment to tackle it all. We make it easy to connect, inspect, and bid, ensuring you can find the right equipment that's ready to go to work for you. The equipment is ready to inspect at our partner Copart's yard in your area. Bidding ends December 5th at purplewave.com. The easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment. purplewave.com.
Black Friday week is here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Black Friday week is here with deals up to 35% off.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs. Be Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Randy from Bremerton is. Randy, are you there? Randy?
Randy.
Yes, I'm here.
Phew. I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
We got the bomb cyclone. Gotcha.
I know. We were scared there for a second.
Oh.
For those playing at home, Randy has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
When it comes to sports, what does NHL stand for?
National Hockey League.
Correct. According to Google, what is the most popular pie flavor during Thanksgiving in the U.S.?
Sweet potato pie.
No.
Pumpkin pie.
Correct. What month has the shortest name?
July.
No.
May.
Correct. What Kardashian recently introduced her to fans her new Tesla robot friend?
Chloe.
No.
Kim.
Correct. Who played the title character in the 2018 movie The Grinch?
Jim Carrey.
No.
No, I pass.
By population, the biggest city in Tennessee is Nashville, but what is the second?
Pass.
At a restaurant, you'll see deer meat on the menu under what name?
Venison.
Correct. What president is on the quarter?
George Washington.
Yes. How many seasons did the Brady Bunch have?
12?
No.
Okay.
Randy, you got 6 correct, though.
Let's go.
Okay.
That is way better than what Steve got earlier. So
yeah, and
there's
probably
a
better
chance.
than I've done before.
Ooh, look at that.
I love that, Randy.
We're growing as people.
In our brains. It's definitely more than Taryn's ever got.
It's way more than I've ever gotten.
Wow.
Steve, are you ready?
Yeah, Daddy, let's go.
When it comes to sports, what does NHL stand for?
National Hockey League.
How'd you know?
Go Kraken.
According to Google, what is the most popular pie flavor during Thanksgiving in the U.S.?
Oh, it's Sarah's Oreo pie.
I wish. No.
Pumpkin pie.
Yes. What month has the shortest name?
It's got to be May.
It is. What Kardashian recently introduced to fans her new Tesla robot friend?
Oh, they're going to go down with the Lamar Odom road. I was like, whoa.
Oh, no.
Crap. It's so stupid, too. Kim Kardashian.
Yes. Who played the title character in the 2018 movie The Grinch?
Love that one. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Wow, correct. By population, the biggest city in Tennessee is Nashville, but what is the second?
Lexington? No, that's not in Tennessee. I don't know any other Tennessees. Nashville. Tennessee City?
No.
Lincoln?
No.
Pass.
At a restaurant, you'll see deer meat on the menu under what name?
Venison.
Correct. What president is on the quarter?
Ooh, Washington?
Yes.
I used to collect quarters.
Why?
Like the new ones that came out?
No.
Just any quarters.
No, like the ones that like the drummer guy on it, the little drummer boy, like the bicentennial ones or whatever. I would get really fired up and collect them. And I'm like, oh, they're going to be worth something. And my dad would be like, yeah, they're going to be worth 25 cents each. You idiot.
And he was right, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I thought they were cool because they had little drums on them.
Well, Steve, with knowing that, you got 7 correct, which is a win, barely 7-6. Sorry, Randy, so close.
That's all right, but thank you guys. I'll be going to, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra this weekend, so thank you.
Nice.
Dude, call us on Monday and let us know how it goes.
I will. I'll definitely call you.
Awesome, brother.
Rock on, Randy.
Right.
Take care.
Steve, you don't know any other city in Nashville?
I can't
In
think
Nashville, or do you mean in Tennessee?
Or in Tennessee?
Like Memphis or Knoxville or Chattanooga.
There you go. Memphis it is.
You know, when you say all of those, I do know them. I don't know why. I blame it on the cyclone, man. My brain is just not working properly.
Mine isn't either. One that you did not get to. How many seasons did the Brady Bunch have?
6?
5. Very close. Yeah, Randy
syndicated the living F out of those 5 seasons.
I was shocked it was only 5 too, and Randy guessed 12, and that's kind of what more I would have thought too.
It's like Gilligan's Island, also. Like I think they had less than a handful of seasons, but that show runs forever.
And it was very popular, both of them. Yeah. Well, congrats, Steve.
Also, Steve, I decided to look up if your quarters were worth anything.
Oh, no.
Some of them are coming up as like about $2,000 for the bicentennial 1976 quarter.
Do you have them?
You know, I don't know.
But then other ones are showing up as 25 cents. So I don't really know, but there's some on there that are definitely expensive.
I have a very good feeling I didn't have any of the ones that were worth a darn, but that's just typical dad thing again. He leaves us, and he leaves us with a lot of disappointment. No will, and I don't even any idea of my quarters, if they were worth anything. He made fun of me for years about those things.
Steve Migs, if your quarters were worth $20, you could donate a brand new warm winter jacket to a local child in need.
You.
Coats for Kids is back, baby. We've teamed up with the Washington State Council of Firefighters and Operation Warm, and we want to put 2,500 kids in brand new coats.
And a goal of $50,000. And you just mentioned $20. Thanks to rockaholics like Janet Bamford, donated $20. Brand new coat on a kid in need. Also, Bob Harris donated $70. I have a feeling he might have joined the 69 Club, but with some of the fees, it ended up $70.86.
Nice.
So thank you, Bob, for joining the 69 Club. And then also massive shout out to Alan Bush, who donated $100 to the cause.
You can head to KISW.com to learn more about Coats for Kids. So this powerful bomb cyclone that hit the Pacific Northwest last night, it knocked out power. It caused massive damage all around our region. So what do we need to know for tonight and the days that come after it? We're going to chat with King 5 meteorologist Leah Pizzetti after Bad Wolves.
The Daly Migs Show.
Yesterday, that powerful bomb cyclone arrived in the Pacific Northwest, brought the rain, brought the wind, brought the mountain snow. And who better to chat with us about what it all means in the coming days is Leah Pizzetti, King 5 meteorologist. Good morning, Leah.
Good morning, guys. How are we doing?
We're doing good. First of all, quick shout out. You were filling in for our sister station over at The Wolf. What was it like to get up super early and do a morning show?
Oh, you know what? Getting up early, not fun. Hanging out with the Wolf was so fun. Oh, my gosh. Ron and Matt, and I was filling in for Gabe, so Gabe wasn't there, but Ron and Matt are a hoot. So they made it all totally worth it.
Well, that's why it was fun, because Gabe wasn't there. I'm kidding. We love Gabe. We love Gabe. I'm joking.
Gabe and I are friends. That's how I'm connected with them.
No,
we're
love
phasing Gabe out.
So, Leah, first off, where did the term bomb cyclone come from? Because I feel like we're all going, who came up with that idea?
It's an aggressive
it sounds very
name.
scary.
I know. I would love to know, how Google can track how many times something has been searched. I would love to see the stats on how much the term bomb cyclone has been Googled, right? Yeah, so honestly, I couldn't tell you how it was named, but I do agree that it's a really aggressive name. It is a technical term. It's a term from the National Weather Service, which is kind of the gauge for all things, science and the metrics, and they set the standards, and they have all of the criteria for its statistics, right? So it's it's thresholds. If you have to be this strong or these are the numbers or whatever. So it is a technical term.
So always like the running joke whenever they say like a storm is coming here, everyone's just like, oh, brace your lawn chairs or this, that, and the other thing, because it always ends up not being nearly as bad as it was. I don't think that was the case in this situation for a lot of people. Power's out, trees were landing on stuff. What do we expect now for the next few days with this bomb cyclone?
So like you said, this was unique in just how strong it was. Things are typically not this bad for us, right? This was a very rare storm. Thankfully, the worst is behind us. So we do still have some winds that could kick in on Friday, but it is not going to be as bad as it was last night. However, think about like all those trees that, almost fell down, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe last night didn't take them down completely. Just a little bit more wind could be the nail in the coffin. So I would still be a little bit, wary as we head into Friday that there could still be things that fall and there could still be impacts. But the worst is behind us as far as like the bomb cyclone is concerned.
We're talking to King 5 meteorologist Leah Pizzetti. Leah, I know that people are getting very excited about mountain conditions and different ski resorts opening up, but what is happening in the passes? And did you get to go up there and visit it all these last couple of hours, days?
Did I get to? I don't know if that's the terminology I would use.
Did I have to?
Yes, I did go. I stood in a blizzard warning yesterday and reported on live TV. And let me tell you, that was hard. I think if you watch the show back, I think you can see the look in my face of like it was cold, it was windy, the snow was blowing, like it bit your face, like it was it was pretty brutal out there. But hey, we have to bring the information to the people, so I did it, and I did it happily because I love weather and I love reporting, so I got to report in the weather, which was fun. Yeah, I went to Snoqualmie Pass was that Monday evening, and then I went to Stevens Pass Tuesday evening for our live broadcast. Monday evening was a lot more fun because it was like, oh my gosh, Snoqualmie Pass got the first significant snow of the year. They have almost a foot of snow on the ground at this point, and it was like a snow globe. It was really pretty, and it was really pleasant, and we had a great time and made snowballs. And then last night, I was on Stevens Pass for the blizzard warning, and I was there as the blizzard warning began. And let me tell you, it was gnarly. Like, a blizzard warning is issued because of prolonged wind that can cause blowing snow. So that's like kind of the metric. I was just talking about metrics. That's the metric for that. So we had the criteria for that to issue this blizzard warning, and I saw it firsthand why we did. Even before it got to the worst point, we had very bad visibility, and we ended up leaving the mountain on the earlier side because we didn't, it's unsafe ultimately for us as well.
Now, Leah, quick question for you. When it comes to doing weather reports and giving people everything, all the information out there, do people get upset with you when you're wrong or if you say the wrong thing?
Like in the movie when the guy gets like the weatherman when they throw a drink at him because the weather was wrong?
Oh, my gosh. So that's like one of the top questions I get. And honestly, in my experience, I have not had any problems with that because it's the nature of the beast. Like, weather is not an exact science. We, at this point in our technology, we will never say this is 100% going to happen. Like, weather changes. We have no control over Mother Nature. We have incredible tools that can do a really good job of predicting, but things can and sometimes do change. And so if it changes and it looks like we're wrong, it's not necessarily because we were wrong, it's that things changed. And so I think our biggest thing that we do as meteorologists is just explain that to people. Like, there was, I don't remember the year it was, but for people who have been in the area for a long time, there was that windstorm it must have been 10 plus years ago. Mm-hmm. And things proms were canceled and it was like a big deal. And then it didn't pan out. Mm. And that's not because the meteorologists were wrong. It's because things changed. Like, it's kind of the type of thing where we can always have that little bit of grace.
And we're chatting with King 5 meteorologist Leah Pizzetti. And Leah, you're a multi-time Emmy Award winner. And I know for me, I'd probably have one mounted on top of my vehicle because I'm such a narcissist when it comes to, like, if I won an award. Where do you keep your Emmy Awards?
I'm actually looking at them right now.
Yes! That's what's up.
I didn't set that up. I'm like, yes, they're calling me. I'm going to stare at my Emmys.
You're shining them right now like a mad scientist.
No, I'm just sitting in my living room at home right now, enjoying a nice quiet morning. And yes, I have a couple Emmys that are up on a shelf.
That is so awesome. And if you want to follow Leah on Instagram, her handle is at Leah Pizzetti. Thank you so much for joining us this morning to talk about this bomb cyclone, and hopefully everyone will have their power back on before too long.
Oh, my gosh. Fingers crossed. The cleanup begins.
That is absolutely right.
Thanks, Leah.
Thanks, guys.
Now, Rockaholics, we know that you are a massive music fan, but do you think you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove that to us, and you'll win tickets to see Linkin Park on September 24th at Climate Pledge Arena. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned, and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whenever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout experience as business powerhouses like Aloe, Allbirds, and Skims. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
All morning, we have received texts and calls from you that we've not yet had a chance to chat with you about, but the time has come. We are checking in with the Rockaholics. So call us up if there's something you'd like to chime in on from the show this morning, or if you have anything on your mind that needs to be discussed. 206-803-ROCK. Let's start with Tyrone in Puyallup. Tyrone, last night the bomb cyclone came through, and I understand your son almost got hit by a tree.
What?
Yeah, man. He lives up in Enumclaw, and looks like the top of a tree blew off, but it came down and speared down right into the top of the roof.
Oh!
And he was sleeping on the couch. Between his feet. The spear of the tree went right between his feet.
No.
Yeah, right?
Damn, dude.
You know, I never want to hear from the ex first thing in the morning, but, boy, that was a good one.
Wow.
Dude, that's scary as all hell. I'm glad he's okay, though, right?
Well, oh, yeah. No, he was fine. I messaged him this morning. He's like, are you okay? He's like, what, are you talking about the tree thing? You know, a 13-year-old's response.
Oh, my gosh. That is bonkers.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Guys, have a good day.
Take care, Tyrone.
Kind of right place at the right time, I guess.
Well, the right place being nowhere near a tree. But I guess if you're going to get hit by a tree, At least it didn't actually hit you.
Jerry in Arlington, you did not lose power, but your son did. And how close does your son live to you?
About 2.2 miles away.
Whoa. So are you hanging out, or is he hanging out over at your place then?
No, their power went out, then it came back on, and then it went out, and then it came back on, and then my granddaughter called me this morning and said, oh, yeah, we have our power back. Otherwise, she was going to stop by here first thing and grab a shower. But yeah, no. I mean, I was prepared. I was ready for a storm, but there was no storm.
That's so wild.
That's always the thing. It's like in some places you're just like in Puyallup where we were, the lights flickered, the cable went out for a half a second, but everything else was pretty much, rain, but everything else was fine. But then I was shocked when Sarah said, oh, my power's out in Mercer Island.
It is out. It is still out. Yes. And my father is freaking out.
Well, there's a shock.
He forgot to take his car out of the garage.
Oh.
So he has been blowing me up, blowing his son up, and blowing my husband up, who is at work. So
he just needs a ride?
I don't know what he needs.
Wait,
he probably doesn't need anything.
He doesn't know how to disengage the garage. So
Of course he doesn't.
I asked that question like as if I already knew the answer.
So
it's not
George,
that hard.
It probably isn't. It really probably isn't. So he's
No.
like, are you going to come home after work? Nope. George texting me being like, why is your father calling me? I'm like, I don't know. There's no emergency. I'm fine.
Does he need to go somewhere?
No, I don't think he does. Well, who has to go somewhere this early? Like, no.
Does he have people to meet, things to do?
No, probably not.
A breakfast to go to?
He's probably just like, I
He's
want my
bored.
car. Yeah.
Well, he should crash through the garage.
Oh, dude, that would be epic.
You know, if you don't go home, maybe stay here later than usual.
Yeah.
Tell his son Joe, your brother,
not to go.
and your husband, just don't go home and see how long it takes until he crashes through the garage.
I'm surprised kind of he hasn't already. It's been a lot.
I'm very excited that my parents got their power back on because that means I can go over there to do all the things I need to do now. They only live like 4 miles away.
And so it sort of like fair play because it seems like everyone just comes over to your house randomly, so I might as well just turn the tables. And
That's right. Everyone with power, I'm coming for you.
so instead, you guys know that you can open the garage door manually. Yes. I've had to do that a few times with mine.
But doesn't that take some type of strength?
No.
Does it not?
Do you think pull a string?
Do you think my father could do it on his own without hurting himself?
Yes and no. Yes, I think he could do it by himself. No, because I feel like he might have to climb over his car in order to do it.
Will you please just send him a link to a YouTube tutorial, please?
Yes.
Please.
And then have him try it, and then he'll probably throw out his back, and he'll probably sprain both ankles somehow. And then his roommate would have to take care of him, which is me. Yeah, so I get to deal with that at some point, you guys.
Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the recap.
Very important text before we... hey, Taryn, did you guys get your goat okay? I heard about it on the other station.
What was wrong with the goat?
Oh, I don't know.
Did we get our goat okay? Is it out?
I don't know. Someone just texted because I know Brad does the morning show over in Bellingham, and he's doing it from home right now, right?
Yeah, and my brother is at home watching my son. Maybe there's a loose goat.
What's happening with the show today? Danny's mic doesn't work. Taryn's doesn't either. She's on a different microphone right now.
You know what? Come to think of it, the electric fence that goes around the goat pen is not working right now because the power's out. So
Prison break. Oh, I saw this on Oz once where all the goats got free.
Wait, they could just like run free then, couldn't they?
I mean, I guess.
Oh, man.
I like to think that I have a pretty great spot to live so that they wouldn't want to run away.
Well, they always say the grass is always greener, even when you eat it. Oh, Danny's ready to take it out.
Yeah. Well, thanks to this bomb cyclone, there are hundreds of thousands of people in the Pacific Northwest still without power, me being one of them. So what is it like to be a lineman with the tough job of getting out there and restoring everyone's power? We're going to chat with a rockaholic named Matthew.
You think Matthew could swing by Mercer Island and open up Sarah's garage?
We're going to chat with Matthew about what it's like to be part of the team in charge of restoring all the power at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Thousands of people all across Western Washington are still without power, and regional utility workers have been working hard to restore power to many homes, but these outages are going to be a little longer, I believe. So big shout out to these utility workers. We've got Matthew from Duval, who used to be a lineman. Matt, tell us about how wild this was when you were a lineman.
It gets pretty crazy. The craziest part's in the middle of the night in the dark when you get called out at 1 o'clock.
Oh, I can only imagine. That's got to be eerie.
And it's blowing and it's raining and it's dark. I mean, it's just so dark. And a lot of times the lines are on the road, so you can see the sparkling on the road. And regardless of all that, the biggest thing is, anytime you get storm work, linemen see dollar signs because it's double time.
Make that money.
You know what? If there's a silver lining, at least there's that for you guys because you're stuck out in crappy conditions dealing with this. Probably not dealing with very friendly residents in the neighborhood watching you do that because I bet they want their power fixed ASAP.
Yeah, usually they stay away, though, because you got down lines. And actually, most people, the common sense comes through. I mean, you mix electricity and bad weather, and people tend to stay away.
Well, here's the thing. The Kraken's playing tonight. I need to be able to watch the game. So what can we do, Matthew?
That's true. Yeah, right.
Matt, I got a question for you. So last night I was looking outside and I saw the sky lighting up like green and blue. Was that like Transformers blowing, or what is that? What was that like green lightning that I was seeing in the sky?
Yep, Transformers. You can get a white ball, green ball, different balls of fire from them when they blow up, depending on the size of the transformer.
So can maybe paint a picture for us. Let's just say you were still a lineman. This happens last night, yesterday. All this is going on. Is there like a bat signal? Like, do you have like all of a sudden like your phone has like or a beeper? I have no idea like how that.
A beeper?
are you, Steve? Dude, like 2 years ago, our station still had a beeper to tell if the station goes off the air. Is there like some kind of like signal that gets sent to all the linemen to be like, hey, get ready, we're going to need you?
No, Steve. You're on a list, and they'll start calling from the list to the top down on a regular phone. Nowadays, probably a cell phone.
What fun is that?
They'll just go down the list, and if you're available, you go out, and if you're not, they'll call the next guy up.
So do you turn your phone off in situations like
that? Yeah, a lot of guys do. You bet, especially the senior guys. They're like, no, I'm not going out on this. I've been there, done that.
They're like, I'm too old for this. I'm tired. I want to watch TV.
Pretty much.
Well, thank you, Matthew.
Thanks so much for the call, my man. And maybe instead of having a cell phone, there's a bat phone for the lineman. Lineman. Or a beeper, right, Steve? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, they just texted me boob. That means power's out. It's time for the lineman to get out there and save the day. Oh, somebody in text and says, my brother's a lineman. He has several stories of working 40-plus continuous shifts in the worst weather imaginable. He has stories of taking lunch breaks after a long shift and people criticizing him for sitting down because their house still doesn't have power and they can't watch their favorite game shows, Sarah.
I get it. When we were out for 24 hours, for 4 days, there were crews that had been on shift for 24 hours. Like, these guys deserve a lunch break.
So he said occasionally somebody would buy him dinner or coffee, which was a really nice gesture. These guys have tough schedules, work incredibly hard under poor conditions, and don't get paid enough. If you see a utility worker, give them a thumbs up and tell them, thank you, lineman. Lineman. I think that'd be
I thought we were
awesome.
still going. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
There was a deli truck in Oregon stolen from a warehouse on Friday with a worker still inside of the vehicle. We're going to tell you what happened during the Daily Migs download after Billy Idol.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And I will ask Brian Castle the same question we've asked nearly everyone this morning. Did you lose power last night?
No.
Any flickering?
A little bit, yeah. So I kind of live in a bit of a little gully, I guess, in North Seattle, sort of between Finney Ridge and Crown Hill. And so I've lived there for almost 13 years, and our power's never gone out.
Are you kidding me?
Not one time.
I need to move.
Not one time. We're sort of wind protected, I guess. I mean, It was windy last night, but kept our power.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
My power is fine, too.
Wah, wah.
Hey, the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. Speaking about all the power, the reason being is because of this bomb cyclone that brought high winds to Western Washington.
Great, now I want wings.
Hundreds of thousands of people didn't have power. And earlier we talked to King 5 meteorologist Leah Pizzetti, and she said the worst of the storm is behind us.
This was unique in just how strong it was. Things are typically not this bad for us, right? This was a very rare storm. Thankfully, the worst is behind us. So we do still have some winds that could kick in on Friday, but it is not going to be as bad as it was last night. However, think about like all those trees that almost fell down, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe last night didn't take them down completely. Just a little bit more wind could be the nail in the coffin. So I would still be a little bit, wary as we head into Friday that there could still be things that fall and there could still be impacts. But the worst is behind us as far as like the bomb cyclone is concerned.
Bomb cyclone.
Bomb cyclone.
A deli truck in Oregon was stolen from a warehouse on Friday with a worker still inside of the vehicle. Luckily, she was able to jump out with no major injuries, but this is the manager of Elephant's Deli. His name is Chris, talking about this crime.
It was pretty wild. Did not expect anything like that to happen. She had it backed up to a loading dock and she was bringing carts of food. When he started to drive away, she was on the truck. She did jump out of the truck suddenly. She was a real trooper yesterday after it happened. She had a great attitude about it and she seemed to be processing it really well.
I hope that the truck stopped when she jumped out. Do you jump out of a moving truck? Do you take that chance?
Duck and roll, man.
What's this person going to do with all of those cold cuts? Go hide the salami.
Put them on eBay. There are certain places you could go Never mind. Hey, the Kraken are playing tonight. Here, tickets are real cheap because not a lot of people probably want to leave their house or can't because there's a giant tree in front of it. Right, Danny?
Yep.
Danny's shopping right now.
$60.
$60, you get a ticket.
Wow.
All right, so the Kraken.
I'm going with the Duff McKagan show.
That's right, that's tonight as well.
It is, yeah.
Yep, Kraken are taking on Nashville, the Predators at Climate Pledge Arena. As far as weather, 46 degrees. It's going to be cloudy today. That is the DMD, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.